How's it, fellow adventurers? I'm Stefanton, and welcome back to Atomcraft. Currently, we are very over encumbered, and we need to sort this out by entering our ship, go to the ship inventory, and we can just pop everything in here. It doesn't seem like the ship really cares about what we do with everything, like in regards to how much water, in regards to how much stuff is actually in the inventory. But what I want to do is I just want to grab the stuff that I think is necessary at this moment. For example, the pyrite, mud, no, molten steel, mercury, lye. I'm still not sure what we need to do with, so let's just continue with all the things that I believe we need, and then we can go from there. The thing about this is that I don't want to do a full stack of that, so let's just go 2000. That should be fine. And today I'm going to try and see if we can actually make a bomb. And well, let's hope for the best, because this game actually does allow all real physics. So you can go and collect a bunch of materials and resources to make real bombs. So yeah, and thank you so much for all the support in the previous episode. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the comments. It helped out a lot, and if you haven't seen it, go and check it out, and go and check out the comments, as that can help you out as well. I don't know why this is still on fire, so I'm just going to check this out. Maybe just clean up with the drill to see what can be done. Yeah, it's just gravel. Why it's set a light, I don't know, because I can't collect it. Okay, that's fine. So we need Cobalt. Cobalt can be can be gathered deep in the mines. Oops. And that's where we're going to go right now. So I'm not going to talk to this chap right now. I did take all the charcoal over here. So let us first quickly check this out. The reason we need Cobalt is because we need Cobalt steel. Cobalt steel, imagine you can spell, hey? We need Cobalt. Yeah, not L, Cobalt. And yeah, with the pixel font previously, it just messed with my brain, because some of the C's look like brackets, and yeah, with dyslexia, that was terrible. So, molten cobalt is at 1500 Celsius. Track material, yeah, so that is what we need. Cobalt oxide is COO, not in backpack, not in spaceship. Carbon in backpack. Cobalt, yeah, so cobalt oxide with carbon makes cobalt plus carbon monoxide. So cobalt oxide, we use cobalite with which makes cobalt oxide plus arsenic trioxide gas and sulfide dioxide gas. We need sulfide dioxide as well, because that we're gonna mix with water and make some fun stuff. So here is where we can go underground. We've got hydrochloric acid right here, and I believe that can hurt you. Let's quickly have a look, and we need that one. So right there, let's just right click all of these. Dirt is just good. If I drop it here, yeah, it hurts. Owie. Okay, as I assumed as much. Water and calcium chloride. Let's just grab all of this. That gave us raw chicken, seawater, carbon dioxide, sodium bisulfate, and sulfuric acid. Perfect. So sulfuric acid Yeah, check here. So it makes us sulfuric acid. This react require electrolysis. Let's check at input. There's a copper oxide with sulfuric acid, makes copper sulfate and water. Yeah, there's so many things. Damn, okay. And then what I want to get is nitroglycerin, cause nitroglycerin is a highly volatile heavy oil liquid and powerful explosive that detonates easily from shock, friction, or heat. And that's something I want to play around with. I want to make bombs. And yeah, so we need glycerin, nitric acid, which will make nitroglycerin and water. There's no input. So let's just pop it there. That would be fine. I'm excited but scared at the same time. Okay, cool. So we need cobalt. Cobalt is COASS, cobalt, cobalite, and then cobalt is just CO. We can go all the way down here. It is night, so enemies will spawn. Mercury can be good. Because if we go here and we say mercury, input, output, nothing. Okay, mercury gas, frozen mercury, that's okay. Yeah, sand and that we don't care for. This is coal deposit and mercury right there. Okay, cool. We need a lot of coal. I'm gonna just take that away. Mercury there. Cool, let's just go down further. Coal, apatite, solid hardness, limescale gravel. Let's just grab this and have a look. The thing about this is, oh, it can take up so much space. So much kilograms. So yeah, we are minus 19 meters. And if you want to change these, you just press shift 1, 2, 3. And if you want to change these, you just press 1, 2, 3 without shift. So yeah. Water, mercury, and let's go down. Barite, apatite, gravel. So the goal for today is to try and get the cobalt and maybe nitroglycerin so that we can make a bomb. What is cobalite? Boy! Let's grab this. This is rust. We can do with rust. If I'm not mistaken, with rust and that you can also make bombs. Titanium dioxide, sulfuric, okay. Input, then with rust wall. Now let's just do rust. Input, oh, okay, with rust wall makes iron chloride and water. But output, that's what we want. So if we use iron titanite, we get, whoa, brother. Iron titanite, we get that. Now we've got some ectoplasm. Yes, we can grab cobalite. We're gonna do this whole node. We can't do this, what is it? Olivine deposit, all right. And with cobalite, we can see what we're gonna make with that. It's quite heavy. And then let's wait for this ghost to come and say hi. Come here, buddy. And okay, ectoplasm floats. That's good to know. And up, yeah, no, there. That is just water. Only select water. No, that's cool. So what we need to do then is my fingers. It's like right there. Cobaltite. Okay, so cobalt plus makes cobalt oxide. And I assume it is with... Stop it, bro. I need to eat something soon, cause I'm gonna die. This just makes... Yeah, if you put it there long enough, the steel wall will rust. So just pop water there, because we're going to need it in the future. Rust, ectoplasm. Okay, let's quickly exit out of here, because I don't want to die. And I'm just going to make a straight up... Hey, we got silver. Just going to go straight up. What's up, buddy? Too hard to mine. What is that? Oh, okay. Cool, and with sulfur we can make other stuff. Cool. So, let's quickly have a look at this. Cobaltite. Cobaltite. Imagine... Yeah. We need COS. Both is... So what's the difference? This can be mined. Cobaltite. Alright. And to make cobalt... Cobalt is carbon and cobalt oxide. Cobalt oxide is cobaltite. Yeah, it's in my backpack. Lithium, no. Cobaltite makes all of that. Do we need to heat it up though? Yeah, it's right there. Let's have a look. Cause cobalt steel, shift to freeze, yeah. Let's just go, yeah, no. Where is my food? Pop that and eat it. Cool bananas. So we are slowed because we are getting heavy. Gold, tellurium, bauxite, cobalt, okay, but steel, gravel, barite. Let's grab our coal, because coal burns hotter. Let's grab charcoal rather. Charcoal, pop it in here. Right, there. Then cobaltite. Let's see what happens. There you go, lighting it up. Let's have a look. It needs to get very hot. Is it? Cobalt at molten cobalt. 4097. Molten cobalt plus molten steel makes molten cobalt steel. And that's what we need over here. Cobalt steel, yeah. So, molten cobalt is cobalt oxide plus carbon. Does this make carbon dioxide? Okay, so what I need to do is, do I have clay on me? No, I don't, but I've got this, which means I can do... see, it's too hot. Yeah, that should be fine. And then over here, just like that, so that it don't go through. See, I need to go and get my clay so that the carbon dioxide goes to the sides and we get the stuff we actually need in the middle. So we go all the way to our ship. I still don't know why that's burning. And then we get clay. Yeah, I broke through here. Whoops. So far to travel, but okay, cool. Let's go with clay. Because clay will be organized. It will, with heat and that, the clay will it will harden, which will make ceramic. I just wish I could go faster. But I can make my own furnace closer to the ship. But I don't care for that right now. Go all the way around here. Alt and mouse wheel to make this bigger. So we go with clay. Actually destroy this. Oops, I didn't want to destroy that. What is it making? Water, Cobalt? Yeah, Cobalt doesn't do anything. And this just makes carbon dioxide. Okay. Let's build this like that so that the carbon dioxide goes in there. Because it doesn't matter. I don't have to go in there. See, that's just carbon dioxide. And if you hold shift, it only picks up one thing at a time. Only select cobalt and it will only pick up the cobalt. So what did I get here now? Ceramic. Let's check. Sulfuric dioxide and that. Okay, so I am still confused. Doesn't take much. Okay, cobalt oxide is cobalt with cobalt oxide. Cobalt oxide. See, I need to know what makes... Yeah, okay, so cobalt makes cobalt oxide, but we need to see cobalt mines into... Yeah, that we know, brother. Cobalt oxide. Toggle indication with the material in your inventory. Hey, I like this. Let me quickly just check around. Oh, wait, my bad. So if I put cobalt in 1562 Celsius, it will make these. So let's go make it... Nope, make it smaller. I think it's not hot enough there, so let's drop a bunch of charcoal in there. It's gonna make the carbon dioxide. That will go there. And then cobalt, right, just around here. Got toxide gas, yeah. Arsenic toxide gas, sulfuric dioxide gas. If I put some carbon in here... Oh, that's just carbon dioxide. My bad. Okay, we'll see what happens now. I want to see... Yeah, there's cobalt that should go up to, yeah, 1500. That's perfect. Just get the carbon dioxide there at the sides. This should do something. See, because I don't know if that is hot enough though. Let's just clean up that. Yeah, see. Right here at the bottom, it looks like, yes, sulfuric. There is sulfuric dioxide. That's a liquid. So according to this, simple ores, yeah, we just melt them, give you materials, example tin, copper, iron. But to do cobalt is the cobaltite. Reduce ores, heat the oxide, then combine with carbon to remove the... So I want to see, do I have carbon on me? I think so. Yes, yes I do. So carbon boy. If I pop carbon into here, and we pop cobaltite onto that, it should do something. I just don't feel like this is hot enough. So if we go with coal, does coal burn hotter than charcoal? I have no clue, but yeah, 5000. Yeah, so coal does burn hotter than charcoal. And we can make charcoal with a blender. You can also get carbon by blending. Okay. We need to then make this blender. I just don't know how it blends. And we need to plant a bunch of trees. So, advanced ores. Check the material guide. Unlocking. Okay, to see the... Yeah. Cobaltite. It's making something there that's jumping up and down. Something, yes. Carbon monoxide. Okay, that's a good sign, but that's just because we are burning carbon. If I grab all of this, I got cobalt. Cobalt oxide and cobalt. Okay, and then carbon monoxide. We're getting closer. So cobalt oxide plus carbon then makes cobalt. So that we just pop there, and then not carbon dioxide, just carbon. If we chuck it... Okay, so it needs to be in there then. And then that needs to be 1562 Celsius. Carbon is hot. And there we're getting a bunch of stuff. Carbon dioxide, well, the gases, we're getting cobalt. I need heat, and charcoal is just not doing it for me, so I need to go underground and go and mine a bunch of methane. Okay, a bunch of coal. Okay, so I just put the cobalt oxide in there, and it should make us at 1500 degrees. It should become molten cobalt. Yeah, carbon monoxide and cobalt, and at 1400 degrees it becomes molten cobalt. It's just not reaching that temperature. Okay, let's quickly go and get some coal. That is down here. This is a... yeah, blender. How do we make blender then? Blender FE and just iron. Copper plus that. So that's if you take iron and you build with it, right? Ceramic walls, yeah. Copper wire, a door. Then ceramic, and then I'm assuming Fe. So Fe is iron. Yeah, so that's when you build with iron then. Okay, cool. Let us quickly go and get a bunch of coal, and then go and just make more cobalt. Cool, so the cobalt oxide is getting there. Let's just make it smaller. Just pick up the cobalt oxide. Is there anything else there? No. So cobalt, if we melt cobalt, it will then obviously make input. Molten cobalt plus molten steel makes molten cobalt steel. Do we have steel there? Steel, yes. So I should have used, damn it. Okay, so there, carbon can go there. Let's pop some more coal down, because it does get a whole bunch hotter. Yeah, see, and then it doesn't, there's just steam. Ooh. That's probably if we put water in there. Okay, so then molten steel with cobalt. Oh, wait. Cobalt in there. It should molten cobalt. Yeah, and then do that. Molten steel and get cobalt out of that. Okay, cool. There we've got, where's my cobalt? There, molten cobalt steel, and if we pop that there, it will make cobalt steel. So confusing. Carbon monoxide, not important right now. Molten steel, let's pop this in here. This should make a bunch of stuff. If I pop it here, does it heat up enough to actually light? Owie! Yeah, that's just because of the steam in that. Okay, so the coal is lit. I'm assuming. It would say burning. Okay, and okay, I can get in here. Let us light this. And that one. So that we can just heat it up everywhere. Pop down more coal right there and there and there. See, this should make... Yeah, see, it doesn't heat up enough to make cobalt. Okay. And then if I chuck carbon, that should do something at least. The carbon is going to make us, yeah, carbon dioxide. That's because of the coal there. Now we've got a bunch of stuff. Okay. Carbon dioxide. See, this is where it becomes very intricate. Because we need to learn how to make glycerin. Owie! Okay. Glycerin is made... Yeah, nitroglycerin. Glycerin is made from liquid fat and aqueous ley. We got ley, but glycerin and soap. We got ley plus water makes... Okay, that's not difficult. And then we need the liquid fat, which is... Liquid fat, I'm assuming it is from the chickens in that. So if you reverse this, fried chicken is liquid fat and marinated chicken. Makes fried chicken. Yeah, okay. The liquid fat is if you burn fat at 67 degrees. That's not bad. There is something. There's molten cobalt there. Okay, so let's just pop down more carbon. Pop down more coal. And eat something. A bowl of charcoal. I don't know even if that's good for us. Can't eat this kind of food. I thought so. You can make nuts. So yeah. Did that drop my health? Craft food items and you can equip them in your toolbar. That's what I did. Oh no, it picks it up. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna eat all of that. That should go there. So glycerin and then nitric acid is then nitrogen dioxide gas plus water makes nitric acid and nitric oxide gas. Sulfite acid and potassium nitrate powder makes potassium and nitric acid. So sulfite acid, I've got it in here. Sulfite acid. Oh, I've got one. Okay, so then let's go to you. We need no. Yeah, no, not this one. We need to check out nitric acid, which is sulfuric acid, which is wood wall plus input. So I'm not sure. Yeah, input is when you use it, and then output is this. This reaction requires okay. Steam plus sulfuric dioxide gas. Sulfuric acid plus leaves gives you carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid. Wood plus sulfuric acid gives you sulfuric acid, carbon, and water. Sulfur and water gives you... okay. And do I have... yeah. Carbon monoxide can grab that. See, this is methane. Why are we getting methane, though? I've got water there. Let's pop the water down. Pop sulfur in there. And it gives us calcium sulfate and sulfuric acid. And hydrogen. Okay, that just gives us water. That's probably just from condensation. Cobalt oxide. A bunch of it, buddy. Cobalt oxide. Cool beans. Cobalt oxide is cobalt oxide with carbon. Gives us cobalt and carbon monoxide at 1500. So, carbon plus cobalt oxide with our coal. Yeah, carbon dioxide I don't care for. Let's just pop the one charcoal in there. And then a bunch of coal. I think the best thing would be is if I start gathering a bunch of coal in that in between episodes. Now we want to make nitric acid, which is scary. Nitric acid. It is nitrate, sulfuric acid. No, not I want output because it needs to make it for me. Yeah. Sulfuric acid plus potassium nitrate powder. Potassium nitrate powder. Oh my word. This is confusing as heck, bro. There's a whole bunch of molten carbon now. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to grab the molten carbon. I'm gonna pop that down there. Do we still have more? And another chicken died. Okay. Not coal. We need cobalt. Yeah, see, we've got molten cobalt. Cobalt. That should do something. Cool. Sulfuric acid. Cool. So we've got a bunch of everything, actually. Molten cobalt now in here with our steel, which will be our molten steel. That we chuck in there with molten cobalt. And it will... that should have not happened. Just pick up all the cobalt. Molten cobalt steel is what we want. Yeah. And then that turns into cobalt steel once the temperature has gone down. And we've got 36. We need 64. But yeah, we'll get back to this. Now you know at least how we do it. Because I can just grab the cobalt, melt it. And Bob's your uncle. Okay, cool. Molten steel. There we go. There's that. And if I pop the molten steel in there, it will do its thing. Now what we need to do is this nitroglycerin. Nitroglycerin, like I said, is glycerin with nitric acid. And nitric acid, so glycerin is just the fat in that. We'll sort that out. Nitric acid, we have done some. It is sulfuric acid with potassium nitrate powder. I don't have a lot of it. Nitrate powder, yeah, I've got 2 of it. So we need to go and mine for it. Nitrate powder source is potassium nitrate. Then once we've got that, we can mix those two and we can get nitroglycerin and water. So that's something we're going to definitely do. I want to just grab the molten steel. Ow! Pop that there. Molten cobalt, just chuck that in there. Yeah, it's getting so full here. Which is carbon dioxide and a bunch of other stuff. Sulfuric dioxide gas. Carbon monoxide and arsenic triode gas. Sulfuric dioxide gas. Okay, and let's grab all of this. We can grab this guy. Drill number 4. Vanadium carbide steel. Yeah, we'll get to all of that. Helmet, nah. There's so many things that we can unlock. Aluminium, like, easier. But measuring tape, I don't care for them, to be honest. Farmer's gloves. I want to get to nitroglycerin because we want to make a bomb. So potassium nitrate powder is from the... Well, let's go and grab some sulfur as well. And I need to tickle some cows with my drill as well to get some fat. And the fat will be easy to get because it's literally just powder, methane. That's just, yeah, methane and chicken stuff. Hamburger raw. No, I want fat. You see, how, what? It should be easy to get fat. Just eat it. Okay, so just fat is nuts and blender. Blue slime at 300 I've got slime on me, right? Slime. Okay, it's back at the ship. I got the slime. Let's just grab all of this here. Then molten cobalt steel, molten steel. I want the yellow slime to go in here. Liquid fat. Bob's your uncle. Bro, why don't you want to be... There we go. Okay, cool. Liquid fat done. Glycerin is... Oh, I need to go back and go and get lye with water. Oh, shucks. Cool. So we've got 77 lye and 3 aquarium lye. So let's just go... We go to the glycerin. You need that lye, which is just normal lye and water. Normal lye is just seawater. I need you to output it. So steam, molten sodium. So a lot of this is to do with water. Just normal sodium. All right. This one is lye and water to make aqueous lye. Lye then is just seawater and lye to seawater that gives you lye and hydrogen gas. That's probably at a certain temperature, right? No, with electricity. Molten sodium steam gives you lye. Molten sodium and water. Do I have molten sodium? So sodium sulfate. No, okay, that's fine. This hamburger raw that I'm gonna grab, maybe we can pop that into the furnace and make some food. Yeah, chicken raw. All of that we can use to make food. And we're all the way back. Hamburger, if I chuck it in there, it makes it carbon. Ooh. Chicken raw. It makes carbon and chicken cooked. Yeah, chicken cooked. Cool. Liquid fat, sweetness. literally just finished that, and it gives me carbon. I'm happy about that. Carbon dioxide I don't care for. Let's just grab all of that there. So we need liquid fat and aqua lye. If I grab, where is the lye and liquid fat? Okay, I want you. Then we go, we say this should be just lye and water. Let's pop the lye there, water there, the lye there. Okay, cool. Then if I grab this. Okay, so it is liquid. Okay, well, it's aqua, so it makes sense. And then liquid fat. Is it? Should it be on temperature? Oh, crikey. So all of my coal and that's also gone. I want that there. Fat there. Lye I don't care for now. Okay, so fat goes in there with that charcoal. Damn it. Ooh. So to get nitroglycerin, we need to just pop some of the coal in here, heat this guys up so that we can heat up the equation lye and the fat, which will make us glycerin. Glycerin is the thing I want to grab right there while the others are busy being made. It's also going to give us soap. Soap I don't know what we need to do with yet. Lye there, and liquid fat I'm going to keep there. This lye I want to chuck in there. Okay, it doesn't do anything, so that's cool. Soap, now we've got glycerin. We need glycerin and then nitric acid. Nitric acid is made with sulfuric acid and potassium nitrate powder. Potassium nitrate powder you can just go and mine, which you need to mine potassium nitrate. To get a nitric acid, you can use any of these methods. We're going to go all the way down, chuck sulfur into water. We've got a lot of sulfur, and that will then make us... Oh, that's not water. Ha! Sulfur into water, and that is going to give us some sulfuric acid there at the bottom. Yeah, there's a lot more water. So sulfur, let's just chuck it in, and it's gonna again give us a whole bunch of sulfuric acid. Hold shift on what you want to pick up, hold left control to what you want to pick up so that we don't pick up the clay as well. And cool, we can grab the calcium sulfate as well, even though it's not that important right now. Cool, we're gonna have to do something to get a lot more water some other time. Okay, we've got a lot of sulfuric acid now, and that we're going to use to make the nitric acid, which is sulfuric acid with the potassium powder, and it doesn't need any heat, so go with the sulfuric acid. Watch out, it will burn you, and it turns into water, so just check that out as well. So first of all, let's rather put down the nitrate powder as well, but I want to do it over here. Nitrate powder first, then sulfuric acid on top of that, and it burns everything, so watch out. And we will have the sulfuric acid right there, nitrate acid right there. Not a lot, so best would be to pick up all of this, because it clearly doesn't eat up the ceramic wall. So let's do that and put down the powder. Wait for that temperature to go away. Put down the powder. Put down the sulfuric acid. On top of that, we are just getting steam from this, which is making water, which can be a problem. Again, powder, acid. And we want the nitrate acid, which is this. Sulfuric acid. We need nitrogen acid, nitric acid. We don't want that. And then more acid. Okay, cool. Now we've got all of this. So now that means we've got the glycerin and the nitric acid. You grab the glycerin, pop it down, and the nitric acid, pop it down. It is going to make steam. And then you will have nitrogen. And we don't want, no, we don't want, there. See, now all of the steam with the cool, because it's night, it just turns into water. There's a tiny bit more glycerin, sulfuric acid, and yeah, that is what it is. So now we finally have nitroglycerin. And that is our first step to making a bomb. Awesome. Let me know what you think of this. How do we now take the nitroglycerin and turn it into a bomb? Let's pop down some sulfur, some nitroglycerin, and there we go. We just made a damn bomb. Ooh, crikey, and molten tin. I think we've got a problem. And we've got silicon now. Oh, and we died. Oh, fantastic. Sulfur and nitroglycerin, ladies and gentlemen. We just made a bomb. Now, we should just do that underground and destroy a whole bunch of stuff there. Got some lye and everything. Let me know what you think of that. This guy is still alive, which is good. I just want to collect all of this. Oh, blood. What do we do with blood? Blood. Input, output, nothing. Oh, not that button. There's more blood. And we've got hydrogen. Nice. Oh, that was fantastic. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to rebuild this whole forge anyway, so that's fine. Grass, tin, that. Do we still have more? Nah, we don't. Shucks. Okay, that's fine. We will have to make more. And that's okay. Nitroglycerin, and I'm going to tag it there. We can make more, and yeah, awesome. Let me know what you think of this. I am quite happy with how it turned out. I really didn't think it would turn out this great. We just need to make a whole bunch more, and then what we will do is we've got sulfur, so we will then come all the way down and literally all the way down, and we will then just borax. We will then just destroy it over here. See, a lot of mercury as well. Borax, Yeah, see, we're not even mining. The drill isn't even strong enough to go through this olivine. Death moss. Yeah, there's so much still to do. So let me know, should I mine a tiny bit in between episodes, get a bunch of ingredients and materials, and then go from there? Because pretty much it's open now, and I can go through here, and we can just go left and right. Because how do I zoom in? There. Yeah, can go. I want to actually, there's gold as well. Want to go to the right to our ship and that. But look at the, like an ancient city-esque build here at the back. This game is really awesome. We did make a bomb. That was the whole goal of this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because that was uber funny. And if you want a breakdown of what the heck had to be happened and stuff had to be done, join my Discord and we can chat about it there. This game is amazing. I'm definitely going to play more of it. And let me know what you want to see next. Should we make a nuclear reactor? That sounds quite cool. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. That said, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.